Go ahead and start now.
Hey everybody, we're back with Wrenching with Grandpa. Jerry's here. We're at the Monroe Car Show, 17th annual. Been wandering around trying to get some stuff found, and guess what? Jerry found the only 1966 Barracuda represented at today's show. And we've got probably close to 500 cars here. Isn't this sweet? She is gorgeous. I need to steal this guy's taillights. I wish my taillights looked anything like that. But now I know how my post is supposed to hook up back here. This is nice. Chrome's in great shape. We may have to steal his bumper too. I wish my chrome was, it's coming around, but it's not going to look that good. I'll bet he's had that replated. But, oh man, this is nice. Got all of the interior. Oh, I told you, Jerry, I got all of the interior chrome trim now to do all of mine.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's great.
This is really nice to see how things are supposed to be blacked out.
Yeah.
Where things are supposed to be blacked out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all done very, very well. I love this metal flake blue. It looks good.
This blue is beautiful.
And I'm really surprised because so many of these cars, what few of them there are, that have been put back to this level of restoration, they've gone ahead and done the stripe package on them. But you know, this thing looks great. It doesn't need stripes. It's great. I mean,
it looks good naked.
Yeah. The interior is just absolutely gorgeous. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, beautiful interior. The chrome, and he's got weather stripping. I don't know where he got this, but all of his weather stripping on his door, windows, is just in beautiful shape. Now we're going to talk a little, oh look, he's got an antenna. We got to get that too. You got your toolbox with you, right?
Oh no, I left it at the house.
Well, mine's just down the street. We may have to go back to the house. But
we may have to catch a felony, huh?
I'll make with the distraction. You grab the wrenches. You can move faster than me, so.
No, you are.
But we've got a beautiful little setup down here. Now, Jerry and I were talking a little bit off camera about this setup because we're still working on deciding what the overall end result is going to be with our little girl. And we both pretty well concluded that one of the first things we got to do is this. Right now, single stage, master cylinder, no brake boost on the one we're building. That we're going to change. We will look at the brake drum rotor situation, but for right now, I think we're going to keep the drum set up, but we need to get a little better setup on the overall brake pressure delivery system. Oh, this is so sweet. Now, something that Jerry and I have talked about, and this engine, and I don't know if I can get you down here to see it, this is set up with an electronic ignition or injection system, and it's not a fuel rail system, it's different. Jerry just recently went to a Holly school talking about all this EFI stuff, and so Jerry, tell us a little bit about how these systems work and what the whole point of them is in some of these old school cars.
Well, these fuel injection systems are very nice. They look a lot like a carburetor. They act like a carburetor. It gives a vintage look to a modern fuel system delivery style. Like I said, they just operate the same way, but instead of having fuel bowls and fuel slosh and all the other associated things that go with carburetor, jets and all that noise, You get the modern conveniences of modern EFI and fuel injection.
Now,
So-
you were telling me that because of this, the way this works with a computer system here in and all of this, that it gives you a better overall dynamic measurement of your fuel delivery versus everything else. So,
Absolutely.
can you explain that?
What it does is you don't have to worry about if it's jetted too rich. You know, a lot of times people will jet them where they're pig rich, so they run the best up top in the RPM range. But when you have something like this, you can have the best of both worlds. The pig rich setup will be really soggy down low. There's not a lot of power, but up top, when she screams, she's running like a banshee. But with this, you get the best of the bottom end, fuel economy, snappiness going around town, and then up top, it's still going to be running just like it's supposed to. So the fuel oil ratio, you don't have to worry about jets. You don't have to worry about fuel pump letting go. And things of that nature. It's a cleaner, more precise, everyday drivability if you needed it to, if you wanted it to.
Well, I think you've convinced me, and so we'll definitely be looking at some sort of an upgrade like this, maybe for our girl.
And then look at this thing with the serpentine belt system. That makes for a nice addition as well, where everything is smooth. You don't have to worry about throwing a belt if you're having a spirited drive session.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about throwing a belt.
Well, I find it interesting because with this setup, they've moved the alternator over, and the power steering pump is down below the alternator over on this side.
Sure.
Whereas on mine, you have the power steering pump mounted high, and your alternator is actually over here and would set below where your AC compressor sets. Now this has air conditioning. It does have the factory under dash unit in the car, but obviously this is
a vintage air system. So it comes complete as a set. You got the condenser up here, condenser up here, got an evaporator and a dryer right here. Goes on in there the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Well, it looks great, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And I'm sure it's a good frosty 40 degrees inside there with the AC on.
Yeah, you could probably hang meat in there. Well, she is a beauty, isn't she?
Absolutely.
And she's got the egg crate grills, which we're putting on ours right now. Oh man, when you look at that chrome, oh my God, I'm so envious. This looks wonderful. Absolutely beautiful build. I wish the owner was here so we could talk to him a little bit about it.
I like that. The original Plymouth in there too. It's really good. It's a well taken care of car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, his hood seal's in better shape than mine. But here's the thing that I find real impressive. He's actually got windshield wiper blades that are working. I'm still trying to find some for mine. But yeah, this is a gorgeous build. And so, out of today's walking around, I've now got one more old Mopar to add to the list here. We had about, somewhere around 400, maybe 500 cars. And out of that, there were only a handful of old classics, and this is only 2 of the Barracudas that are here.
Love that smell.
Oh yeah. Those little Shelbys, kit or original, they're all fun cars.
I really like those wheels on this car. It gives a very nice modern touch to it.
Yeah, it does. I'm still kind of old school Prager or American Racing, but on this car, these really look nice. They really do. So, boys and girls, thank you for joining us. As you can see, we got a lot of potential with our girl, and we got a lot of potential with other stuff coming up. I think next year when we come out here, we'll bring the girl out, and you ought to have that twin turbo set up on the 408, right?
Oh yeah, I'll have that done. And,
Yeah, well, we definitely got to bring her out here.
probably gonna have my 3rd gen out here too.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a good year next year. We got some stuff going on.
Oh
and
yeah.
I think this coming year is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing some serious wrenching on some serious projects.
Oh yeah.
So, everybody, thanks for joining us. Wrenching with Grandpa.
It's the song
Big
of my
thumbs up
people.
if you like the video. Please consider subscribing and stay tuned. We're just getting started. See you soon.